Hello, fellow alchemists. Welcome back. I wanted to go over something quite interesting. So last video, I did practice quite a bit before I did the video, but I guess I did things quite slightly differently, where I did set metadata and with the PID. And I stumbled upon something quite interesting that I think you guys probably noticed when I did the video, is that there actually is a couple of fields which are by default in the logger already set for you, but some of these are actually kind of conditional too, and I wanted to kind of go over these for you. So if we take a look, I'm going to have the documentation over here because I may not remember everything. So this is an existing things application, so you have this request ID. You'll probably notice that when you're in production mode, at least you have some specific request ID stuff going around. There is PID, which we noticed last time, so it gives you the current process ID. Application, right? So which application is actually logging this right now? Could be your current app, or it could be another kind of app. Just depends. Now, MFA is kind of cool. That's the module function and then arity. So you can see which function is this log statement actually coming from, which I think is really, really interesting and quite good. And then there's file. So which file on your file system? And we'll show you that in a second. Line, which line within the file is this? There's a couple of these which I haven't been able to actually show off, which is initial call, which should be like who called this function initially. I saw that this one, along with register name, which would be like if you did like a global ID for this thing, domain, which usually comes up as Elixir with your Elixir code, or else it could be OTP, or I think SASL, kind of depends on which domain your logger is working in, and crash reason. Basically, all these I got to work except for these. I tried playing around with Gen server to get some of these working, but I couldn't. So if somebody out there has actually gotten these working, can you let me know how to actually get somebody showing up in your logger. But in general, I've definitely gotten all these to go. So what I did is I quickly made up a little module function over here. So to run this application, run demo app sample log, you'll see that so here's the file on my drive, and here is the line, so line 5, you can see it over here, and domain Elixir, like I said before, the application demo app, and MFA, which is pretty cool, demo sample hello log /0, because there's no arity on that one. And this will also work for if you're doing something else. So in this case, I have another function being called a private one, and the same thing, we have this working, line 10 over here. So this is actually quite cool. So all just by setting these specific variables, specific configuration for metadata, they get automatically input for you by Elixir, which I think is pretty nice. I think the most useful ones is definitely the PID, the MFA, the line and file. Basically, all these are very useful. The domain I don't think is so useful, but maybe I need to play a little bit more to really see that. Other than that, I think this is really great to have. I would highly recommend to turn on these. Then you at least have an idea about what's logging where could an issue be. I think that will be it. So if you guys have any more things that you wanted to add onto this lesson, that'd be great. I'm more than willing to kind of do a follow-up episode about this. And yeah, thanks for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.